Hi, I'm Fred Husher. Welcome to In the Garage, your source for the latest automotive news, new car road tests, event coverage, and the professional tips and tricks to help keep your car or truck looking and running like new. Let's go rock some cones with Highlands Sports Car Club at an autocross event held right here at Blue Ridge Community College.
Let's go have some fun. Horse is yours.
The Autocross is a timed event around a large parking lot such as we have here at Blue Ridge Community College. We run one car at a time, essentially. There's no fender-to-fender competitive racing. It's all against the clock. So, and cars are grouped by class.
There's 4 run groups. We're going to run the karts. We're going to run SS, BS, CS.
I've modified it so it's legal in C Street prepared.
It originally had a 2.8 V6 in it when I got it with a 5-speed. It now has a 3.8 supercharged engine out of a Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. The 2.8 was rated about 135 horse. This engine's putting out over 300 horse.
I'm running H-Stock Volkswagen Golf Turbo Diesel.
So there's an opportunity for anybody in any car to come out here and have a good time in an autocross.
Autocross racing is really the most grassroots form of motorsport there is. Basically, 20 bucks and the family grocery getter is all you need to get out here and have a blast.
Well, it's fun, primarily. It's a way to race my car and not be in danger of crashing or destroying it or possibly being injured.
We both race sports cars, and this is just to come out and have some fun.
It's not just about having fun, it's also about improving your skill as a driver. It provides a safe, legal venue for exploring the limits of not only your car, but also your driving ability, and hopefully makes you a better driver.
More like an addiction.
I think the skills that you learn in autocross are applicable when you're driving on the roads, and you might get into a difficult situation, and when you already know how to control your car if it starts to spin or something like that, you're in a lot better position to survive.
We're doing a novice walkthrough immediately following the driver's meeting.
For anybody who's never done it before, we always have a novice steward who is the person that walks you through the course and helps you learn how to drive through and get from one end to the other without missing any cones.
It's been lined, it's pretty obvious where it goes, but the more you walk it, the more familiar you'll be. Always a good rule of thumb is the first time, take it a little slower, find the course, and then go faster as the number of runs you go.
In an autocross, it being a timed event, the only obstacles are these orange cones that you see out here. If you hit a cone, it adds 2 seconds to your time. So the object of an autocross is to get as quickly through the course as you can without hitting any cones. My very first autocross in 1994 was in this very parking lot at Blue Ridge Community College. I got a ride with a guy the very first time, and I was just amazed at how fast a car could go around a parking lot. And then I ran my car and had a great time.
Been doing this for 6 years now. A friend of mine, he was doing it, and he talked me into coming out once, and been doing it ever since.
We've got men that are 82 that are still autocrossing, and they're very competitive. It's really amazing. And, just any age, the kids do the karts, there's women, there's everybody. It's definitely a family sport.
I worked in the auto industry my entire career up in the Detroit area, and found an autocross in 1972 and ran it, scared myself to death, thought I could do a little better than that, and in fact didn't shift out of low gear. The guy had loaned me the car, happened to be my brother, and he asked me why I didn't shift during the course, and I said, well, I didn't know I was supposed to, and I was running the red line the whole time. I was that nervous, but been doing it ever since. My family does it. I enjoy it a great deal.
If you look around the course, you quickly understand that you're going to experience threshold braking, you're going to experience ABS coming on, you're going to experience potential loss of traction as you're going around a corner, and the whole idea in autocross is to understand what your car is capable of and not drive your car beyond its capabilities. So one thing that autocross drivers have is a real innate sense of what their car is capable of on the street.
One of the best ways for a novice to really come up to speed is to ride with an experienced driver, get some pointers, have some of the more experienced guys ride with them, and tell them what they're doing well, what they're not doing so well, where they can improve.
It's all about where you put your car, if you got your car where you want it, you know. And mine is I got a lot of acceleration and torque, so I'm going to give up here and probably accelerate through it instead of trying to carry too much speed and fight the car and get it unsteady down through there.
This is the later version, 5th generation supercharger that I talked about putting on.
Hey, this is a basic 1.8 liter Miata. Internally, the car is just as Miata built it.
Here's my stock Volkswagen turbo diesel engine.
This is strut tower brace.
It has an exhaust header on it, has a fresh air box.
Stock air cleaner here. You don't have the K&N filter or anything like that. It's all stock.
It has adjustable sway bars both front and rear. It has coilover shock absorbers or Coney race shocks with real stiff springs in the front.
Any place you see these red bushings, you know that they're poly bushings, which are much stiffer than rubber, last a lot longer.
My stock strut towers still have the original shocks and everything, 155,000 miles.
I added the power steering rack up front. That took some time because you got to remodify everything. There's nobody that has anything for that.
It has wider rims. These are 13-inch rims that are 8 inches wide. These are Hoosier Autocross tires.
These are the 275s on the front, 275 15s, and on the back there is 315 17s.
Here's my plain old street tires. Very comfortable for cruising the highway. And they do okay on the autocross, especially now that they're mostly worn out.
These are a race seat. They replace the standard seats. You have to ballast them according to the rules. The seat has to weigh 25 pounds. The factory seat weighed 35 pounds, so I saved 10 pounds a seat. But most importantly, it dropped my body weight 5 inches in the car, and that's the reason I made that change.
One convenient feature of the Volkswagen four-door sedan is the child seat mounting anchor points in the back, which are great for connecting your racing harness.
Every week I work on it 10, 15 hours, depending on what breaks and what doesn't. It's getting to the point where it's finally getting all the bugs out. At least the same thing isn't breaking all the time. Yeah.
It's fully licensed and insured to be driven on the street. The springs are so stiff, I don't drive it on the street very often because it's a real rough riding car.
The turbo diesel Golf is great for getting 50 miles a gallon when I'm driving back and forth to work, and also fun to come out here and autocross.
Those that don't know, you probably get twice the fuel mileage with everybody here today.
Just a good group of friends who love cars and love driving fast.
I've never met a bad person in this sport. Everybody's just really friendly, outgoing, very helpful.
I finished dead last at the last autocross, so I just want to beat somebody today.
Hey, man.
But the class we're in is so competitive.
There's a good feeling of camaraderie. We're all friends out here on and off the autocross course.
You're not going to have to give it up at the end if you carry it in.
If somebody breaks and their car is done for the day, it's not uncommon to see somebody offer up their car so somebody can finish their runs for that day. People happy to lend a hand any time they can.
My family does it. I enjoy it a great deal.
For some people, they don't really care about their times. They just get out here and they're just out here to have a blast. Other people get really, really serious about it, and you'll see some very serious rivalries, usually friendly rivalries.
Let's do this. You do it your way, and I'll do it mine, then we'll switch. And then on the third run, we'll be able to compare where we're at.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't mind telling you you're smarter than I am.
Most of the time, people will cheer on their competitor. If they're doing well, everybody wants to see everybody else do good.
If you're a club member, registration for an autocross is $20. If you're not a club member, it's $25. Registration is online through HighlandsSportsCarClub.com. The only restriction is you have to have a valid driver's license without any restrictions on it.
So I haven't grown up yet.
It's a lot of fun. It's well worth the time and money. The best fun you can have for $20. Come on out and play with us.
BRCC TV, the education channel.